far can be exported to be further styled in Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape or whatever other graphic design software you want to use. In order to do that, you will need to select the chart that you want to export. For instance, I'm going to move this slider here to 2008. This is the chart that I want, for instance. And you could click on this little diskette icon down here. Probably most young people will not know what this icon means. We don't use diskettes anymore. But I have discovered that this feature called Save the Plot to a File doesn't work very, very well, at least in the Mac version of Insight. So I'm going to show you the way I usually export graphics from Insight to other software tools. It's actually quite simple, but it requires an extra step. So instead of using this icon, or just give it a try, just click on this and save it as a PDF if you want. But what I will recommend to do is to click on this other icon here, the one that looks like a little folder piece of paper, detach plot from window. Now, if you click on that, what will happen is that Insight will show you the plot on a separate window. Okay, if this window for some reason doesn't show on your screen, move the Insight interface around until you find it, because sometimes it pops up behind the Insight interface. Now, this can be resized. So I'm going to just resize it over here. This is for those of you who use R. This is the R plot window, by the way, so you can see it over here. Now, once you have these on this window, you can go to the File menu of this window, okay? The File menu, Save As, and you can save these wherever you want. So I'm going to save it on the desktop. I'm going to call it, for example, Gapminder, and it will automatically save the file as a PDF, which is exactly the format that we want. It tells me that there's another Gapminder in there, but the reason for that is that I was playing around with different options. So I'm going to just replace the file, click on Replace. And then once the file has been saved on my desktop, I'm going to go to Adobe Illustrator, which is the tool, as I mentioned at the beginning of the current video series, is the tool that we are going to learn to use to style files. I'm going to go to File. You can see that this is in Spanish. Archivo is File. So File, Open. So I'm going to open, or Command O in Illustrator. And then I'm going to find the file, which is called Gapminder. It's down here, Gapminder. So I'm going to click twice on Gapminder, and that will open up the file. There you go. So this is the chart that we created in Insight, ready to be styled in Adobe Illustrator. Now, this is not the topic of this talk, but the way I usually proceed once I have the chart in Illustrator is to basically get rid of all those elements that are really neat. For example, the upper tick marks, the tick marks over here. This line, I don't think that is necessary. This line over here is not really necessary. Then I don't really like to write my text in vertical text, so I usually rotate these labels and make them perfectly horizontal. So this is the kind of styling that and then I change the font, etc. So, but this is not the topic of this talk. I will discuss how to style charts with Adobe Illustrator in a future video tutorial. For now, we are going to go back to Insight and take a look at a couple of other features that may be useful for you.